chemicals in your tap water. My name is Amanda with Healthy Hydration. Thank you for joining me here with our YouTube channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn the bell. Today we're going to be talking about our local water here in Richland, Pasco, and Kennewick. Last year I went around to the different utilities in our area and I started doing some research, some questioning, because what I found out was going to our local city here, Richland. I asked for their water report and I asked to see it and there was no problem. Okay, well it says here, Richland Water, we're very proud to announce that our water is safe and it's excellent quality. And so then I was like, okay, well, is it really excellent quality? So then I started going down here and I found out that we have a very high amount of PFAS. PFAS is one of the group of chemicals. PFOS, there's PFOA, and there's several others. But these are chemicals that are man-made from DuPont and 3M. They started putting these chemicals in the water and for years, but no one was regulating or checking for these chemicals. It was only because the animals started getting sick in the area. They did a whole documentary on it called Dark Waters. You can go watch it. And what was happening to the people in the community and to the animals in the community. And they tracked it back to 3M and DuPont that were poisoning the water supply, which made it all around the world. And in Vegas 2 years ago, I went to the Water Quality Association event where there was a lawyer there. His name's Robert. I did an interview with him. We'll put it up here somewhere. And he was speaking as a past lawyer for DuPont and 3M. And now he's suing DuPont and 3M because they knew without a shadow of a doubt that they were poisoning people. And the only way to actually know this chemical's in the water is for DuPont and 3M to go to the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, knock, 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 hey, we just want to let you know that we're dumping this chemical in the water that's behind Teflon. So any Teflon waterproof resistant material that contains PFAS. So they knew this and they documented it all and they put it in files, and Robert found all the files, found the woman that worked at the factory, that babies deformed and people are getting sick, and they hid all of it. And so this lawyer, Robert, he actually flipped the switch and now he's suing them. And this is billions and billions and billions of dollars to have to clean it up. And he said, this contamination is one of the world's biggest health threats and nobody knows about it. And so when I got wind of this, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder what our local area has. So when I found out that in Richland, they closed 2 wells because we had hazardous levels of PFAS. And the state, or our United States, in order to regulate this, there's a time period, because obviously if everybody knows what's in there, there's going to be a whole lot of issues with our water. People don't want to drink it. Now they're drinking bottled water, which isn't any better. And so they have 3 years before they have to take action. But what they found out is there's a state action level, which the cities have to tell the community that there's this problem in the water. And so that is 15 parts per trillion. So that's what that level is. And there's other sites here that say you shouldn't have anything before. That's considered a risk. So what's great is that our city, Kennewick, it's everywhere. We can't get away from it. That's why we have to take it in our own matters. But here, PFOAS, found in the drinking water. There it is.
Finding elevated levels of PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, it's drinking water on Monday. Welcome to Nonstop Local at 5. I'm Major Wayne House. Now we're getting a closer look at what this means for your health. Brendan Jett spoke to the city of Kennewick and learned what they're doing to keep your water safe. Hey there, Brendan.
Yeah, hey there, Ava. The city of Kennewick finding low levels of PFAS in their drinking water.
Okay, right here, let's just break this down. Low levels of PFAS. Well, we can go to the Environmental Working Group. So you just go to ewg.org. Do it yourself and find out what's in your water. I highly suggest it. Now we go to the city of Kennewick. This is what they're talking about. And they say low levels, okay? Well, the state action level is at 15 parts per trillion. That means it can get up to that level, but after that level, they have to tell the public. So when they say here that they have 16 parts per trillion, is that considered low levels to you? When here with the EWG, you can go here, there's no legal limit. And at this time, it was only 9.64. And so its guideline here should be 0.007 parts per trillion. That's considered low levels, okay? That's like, oh, we're okay now. But we have 16 parts per trillion. So when they're coming over here saying, oh, we have low levels found in our water, I don't think that would be low. Do you? But they don't want to scare people, and I can understand that. But I'm worried for people because they don't know. And especially because the news is telling people it's low levels. So it's okay, it's just low levels. Okay, so you can go to the city of Kennewick, you can watch all this. But I also want to talk about the other cities here too. So I want to go to this chemical, and it's going to tell us here. This utility at this time had 9.64. The state average is 11. National average is 4. Health risks. The applied health guidelines for 0.09 parts per trillion defined by California Office of Environmental Health and Public. And then it's going to say there's no legal limit, they suggest, but here we go. It's causing serious health effects, including cancer, endocrine disruptor, that's hormone problems, accelerated puberty, liver, immune system damage, and thyroid changes. So thyroid changes. How many of you out there have issues with your metabolism? You're cold all the time, you're not regulating your food, you're tired all the time, you have foggy thinking, blurriness in your brain, just kind of not clear, you're not focused. That can be all thyroid. And if you're drinking the tap water, most likely it's coming, I think, considering what I know now, this could be coming from your tap water. So it says this was found at 1,337 times above the EWG's health guidelines. So this is not a state or a government site. This is an independent site, so we get more accurate information. So definitely go there and check it out. Now, another thing that I found interesting is they have classified here, if we go down a little bit, what areas of concern. Okay, so we're going to go here, more about this contaminant. So it's going to tell us here more about this contaminant. Serious health effects, and then it says here's a proposed limit they think should be standard. But look, Washington. Utilities, we have 157, but look, all the states here, these states have the highest amount in our country. Washington is the second one. And there's 2 million people served. Now look at this. Moses Lake, they have 52, that's close to us, 52 parts per trillion of PFAS. And I never realized there's so many people in Moses Lake that we do business with over there that were getting sick. Cancer here, cancer there, thyroid issues. And now I believe it's probably from this PFAS because we've been drinking it for years. It's nothing new. We're just now getting wind of it. So what are we doing to protect ourselves? Well, give us a call, Healthy Hydration, give us an email, and we'll look at your water supply. We'll see how many you have, how many parts per trillion you have, and then we'll recommend a filter for you to help get this out. So that you know that you're drinking safe water with excellent quality. And we don't want you to have to be brainwashed in a way by the news or by your city, because they don't really want you to know, because it is the biggest health threat right now. And it's, I think, bigger than COVID, if you think about it. How many people drink water? We're all around it, and our body's almost all water. And these chemicals are forever chemicals. That means they build up in your body. They don't just get washed away. They're building up in your body. And so it's a really big health risk and health hazard, especially for pregnant women, for elderly, for children. So unless you're middle-aged and you're perfect with no medication that you're taking, you might be okay. But give it a couple years because it's going to start building up. So Healthy Hydration, go there, get the information, and we'll get you cleaned up in your water supply.